This week, the Federal Reserve is expected to talk about possibly raising interest rates again. But experts predict those rates will not change because inflation is easing, even if most Americans aren't quite feeling it yet. Good evening and thanks for joining us here on News Center Maine at 5:30. I'm Chris Costa.
And I'm Zach Blanchard. Here in Maine, new state data shows a strong economy and a good climate for business. As Donovan Lynch reports, though, for some shop owners, an increase in profits is being overshadowed by another stressor.
At Rebecca's, a gift shop in downtown Bangor, there's reason for optimism going into the fall.
We actually did very well this summer, despite the weather.
Like so many local businesses, profits have been up. New state data shows revenue generated from retail in this area has climbed by $3 million between this July and last July. In that same time, inflation rates fell sharply. But employee Amy Douglas isn't declaring victory just yet.
It is a little worrisome that everything seems to be going up in price.
Down the street at the Rock and Art Shop, a similar complaint.
Almost every other order, we get a notice of increase. And it's not a huge amount, but it's a small percentage that things are going up.
To keep profits high, business owners like Annette Dodd have to raise the price of goods, which on a large scale fuels inflation and cuts buying power. Economist Kristana Cook says that can reach a tipping point.
We could be in a situation where consumers think the prices are really too high and move back on their purchasing. Yeah, that can happen.
But for the time being, Cook says any slight increase in price isn't having a big impact on the local economy.
They don't seem to mind the inflation. They go out and buy. They like buying. They're going to continue to buy.
Going into the fall, however, that attitude could change. In a statement, Maine State economist Amanda Rector writes, quote, rising energy prices and the resumption of student loan payments could reduce spending in other areas. If that prediction does come true, the higher prices at local shops and stores could be harder to digest. In Bangor, Donovan Lynch, News Center, Maine.